hello, us again. So we're going to do another really quick and simple dinner. We're doing pork escalope with the courgette rice salad. So first thing I'm going to do is just throw some rice in the pan. I tend to work on about 2 of those per person, so I'm just going to do a mixture of rice. So we'll do some white rice. White rice? I haven't even had a drink yet. And we'll do some red rice.
It's a lie.
Shush, don't tell. So I won't be having the rice because doing low carbs, obviously. Never mind, so that's doing its thing. Now we put the plates on there as ever to warm up. Pork escalopes, now you can do this with turkey, chicken, whatever.
It would be
So
pork escalopes with turkey, wouldn't it?
Well, it would be escalope, something else. So I just put that in a bag, and then I won't do it on the metal table because it's too big. And I just get a empty wine bottle.
What many of those are?
I was going to say, we obviously have a few. Actually, I'll tell you what, we haven't got a lot of full wine bottles because we haven't bought all the wine yet for the guests this summer. Because obviously there aren't any. Give it a good bash. This is the best bit.
Noisy,
That's why I didn't do it on the metal table. Job's done.
okay.
Now, look, I'm going to do mine nude. Mike will have his breaded and battered.
Have the clothes on.
Maybe in there, get it special. So I'll take that out of there. I don't know which one of the TV chefs it was, but a good tip is 1 hand for the wet, 1 hand for the dry. So that can go in there as the wet. And then the dry. Now, entirely up to you. You can have homemade breadcrumbs, but we haven't got any bread because I'm doing low carb. I've got shop bought breadcrumbs. You can do flour. I'll tell you what I do like to use. This stuff you get for crusty fajitas, just to gives it a bit of a flavour. Michael tells me, I don't know. So there's a bit of that in there. And we'll go for shop bought breadcrumbs. Why not? So that's the wet. So wet hand. Put it in there, and that's the dry. Don't know whether that works, but there we go. I'm just going to do mine plain. So that's that jobbed. Right, big frying pan. Don't need any olive oil for this because we're going to use some sun-dried tomatoes. Bit of the oil out of there. Let's just take a little handful. Give them a chop. Again, see, bent fingers, just so I don't take the nails off. Put it in the pan. I'm just going to use some capers. Oh, greasy hands, I can't open the jar. Help me. I've done it. Michael's obviously going to have his escalope breaded. I'm just going to have mine with lemon and probably one of those herbs, don't know. So I've got half a lemon here left over from something, so we'll use the peel for in here. And then I can use the juice on my escalope. Courgette. I do like these recipes. They're very few ingredients and are very quick to do. And obviously when we have, 10, 12, 16 guests during the summer, if we have, these are just great to throw together. It means you're not panicking about what everyone's going to have to eat. And obviously you've got loads of other jobs to be doing during the summer. I mean, if you came for dinner, we wouldn't have this sort of food. I'm just trying to show you stuff that could be so quick and so easy to do. I know some people are desperately keen on cooking, but this is just so easy. It's quite a joy. Right. No, I don't want one. The thing that takes the longest with this is the rice. So we've got 10 minutes to wait for the rice to do. And oh, bubbling. Did I tell you before I cover my hob in tin foil?
You did.
I did. Oh, shut up then. So that's doing its thing. That's doing its thing. And we'll throw some pine nuts in there. That will take about 10 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to have two different pans to fry these off. Like that. Right, I think we'll hold it there for a minute and come back in literally 2 minutes. What I do love about this recipe is any part of it can hang around while you're waiting for the rest to actually catch up. So those plates are really hot. I'm just going to drain off this rice. So sorry, Mike, I've got to come behind you there.
Mind my wine.
Oh. Would I ever? Would I ever?
You've known before.
Now just let that cool a bit, because what we're going to add, I'll tell you that in a minute. Right, let's get these scallops on. I'm going to throw some rosemary in with mine. I think you can put anything you want in, really. I'll just have loads of this in the garden, so throw some of that in there. Might just heat up a bit. Right, this is off, so I'm actually going to put the plates back on top. They might not already. Well, I'll keep them warm, I guess. Okay. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Thursday, whenever this goes on, Monica Roberts at 5:30. She's a far braver lady than I. She's doing a cooking video live. I think she's doing Moroccan meatballs. You'll have to ask. I don't know whether it's on her page or I don't know where it is, but ask her. So you'd actually watch her live. But I couldn't do that just in case it all went a bit Pete Tom really. But there we go. So that's just on very, very low. Keep that running over. Right, let's put Michael's in now. These take seconds. No, not seconds. You know what I mean. And mine is doing nothing. Oh, that's the noise we wanted. Why is that sizzling and that one isn't? Who knows? Never mind. Now in this rice, any sort of rice, it sounds a bit weird, but just literally a squitch of salad dressing, something a bit. This is just oil and what is it? Oil and mustard. Just something with a little bit of flavour in it. Okay, I think we're literally almost there. So yet again, how simple was that? You want me to do a complicated one? I will. I love these recipes. It takes no time at all to do. Really good. You've been very quiet tonight, Michael.
Ah,
What's that mean?
I'm always quiet.
What, you mean you don't get a chance? Don't get a chance to get a word in edgeways? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, hello.
On fire and everything, woo!
On fire here.
Okay. Well, we'll have to talk about something because I've got nothing to do while that's happening. Talk to me.
About what? You're talking.
You could talk to me about your mole in the hole.
I don't want to talk about that mole.
Why, because he's got you beaten.
Yeah, he thinks he has.
Well, if you're pro. Who had moles?
He might have won the battle, but he hasn't won the war.
I don't know, just make me laugh. Who had moles? Ian Jackson. You need to talk to him. He sorted moles out.
Yeah, he has
I'm
moles.
sure he doesn't sit out on a chair for 2 hours watching them.
Yeah. I'll get the bugger.
Right, just waiting for yours, Mum, and then we're good to go. What I'll do is put it on the big thing at the front.
Oh. Have you done now?
Why, it's only half the date. Why are you yawning? No, because I'm going to wait. You can't finish, sorry. Yeah, we should get, okay, shush. Well, Nicholas is tonight. Well, have a conversation with me. How many days you been locked up
Having
with
been
me?
locked up with you for the last 6 weeks, I think the conversation's run out a long time ago.
Well, I said nothing. Nothing we can talk about. Nothing. Oh, that's a bit sad.
Very sad.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is switch this lemon over mine. Oh, that's yours, sorry.
I don't like
I
lemon.
know you don't, that's why I'm doing it that way.
Oh.
If you don't like fish, you can actually catch the pips in your fingers. Turn that off, it's noisy. There you go. Right, 2 minutes, sorry. We're going to have a conversation starter. You'll start at 10, Michael. Talk to me.
About what?
Anything. How was your guitar lesson today with the boys?
It's very good.
What did you learn? What did they learn?
What did I learn?
How to work Zoom.
Yeah, how to work the Zoom.
Okay, so
That hot.
a little bit. I don't know, why would you ever make a saucepan that has a lid, a handle that can get hot? I've never really understood that. So when we do this in the summer, we have a huge dish. Where is rice underneath, and you just put the courgettes on the top. It looks quite pretty. Makes a change from potatoes and couscous and all the other stuff. I think that because of the pine nuts, I think this goes up to about 8 carbs a portion. I mean, it's not a disaster, is it? But that's what it is. Off, 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 off. Supper.
Voila.